So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Men are heading to prison after they were convicted this week of luring a 12-year-old boy who missed a bus at Brookhaven apartment and harmed him. The incident happened on January 29th of 2018. Police state that the boy was walking home after he missed his bus and he ran into Kelvin Walker, age 51. Prosecutors stated Walker lured the boy to his Buford Highway apartment where he and Kelvin Jermaine Armstrong, age 43, both harmed the young man. After Walker and Armstrong harmed the young man, they gave him $5 and threatened to hurt him if he told anyone. They left the apartment and the victim escaped and ran to the leasing office to get help. Walker was arrested the same day. Armstrong was arrested a week later. Both men gave taped confessions to police who stated that Walker invited Armstrong to the apartment. Armstrong was convicted on CM and reckless conduct charges. Walker pled guilty to 3 charges of aggravated CM, and reckless conduct. Armstrong was sentenced to 2 life sentences plus 29 years in prison. Walker was sentenced to life in prison with 40 years in custody. I don't know what to tell people anymore. I've, done story after story after story after story of stories of the same caliber. And I've tried to inform parents, hey, talk to your kids, watch after your kids, figure out a way to take your kids to and from school, a variety of different things so that things like this don't happen, to your kids. And, this is something that still persists because you have a lot of parents out there that aren't doing their due diligence when it comes to, the teaching of their kids, right? You're always going to have predators out there. And the main thing that you can do is make sure that you teach your kids, the utmost information so that they're, in a sense, protected and safeguarded from things of this nature. There should have been no way in the world that a 12-year-old could have been lured into a random apartment by a man or two. That just should not have happened at all. And, then for the most part, that even in the story, you didn't hear any type of dealings with, a potential fight back, or anything of that nature. It was almost just in a sense as if they just gave, some candy and he just followed them directly into, the apartment. Um, like I said, I need parents to do better. 100%, because we are the main ones that protect and look after children. If we don't do our due diligence, if we don't do the things that we are supposed to do, things like this will continue to persist and happen. And the other side of that I've talked about before is the fact of the lack of security when it comes to our children. Right here you have 2 black men that decided to lure a child into an apartment so that they can decide to do whatever it is that they wanted to sit up there and do, therefore leaving a everlasting effect, an everlasting mark on this young boy that he is going to have to live with forever. There's no amount of therapy that is, going to alleviate, right, whatever pain or sorrow, or anything else that he might feel when he had to go through that ordeal. And that's due to the fact of the lack of necessary protections that we don't have in place when it comes to our kids, the lack of security that we have when it comes to our community. And it comes to the fact of major weaknesses that are there and that are allowed to persist. This is something that I went over directly in a live stream throughout all of my hollering and throughout all of my shouting. The main thing that I was telling people is that for those out there that always want to act as though they're the most hard, that they are the most, battle worn and all of this, right? True, tried, and tested, right? Where are you at whenever there are men like this within your community that do things like this to children? Where are you at in order to protect these kids? Like I said before, things like this should not be able to persist within the black community. And if they are there, it is our job in order to get rid of it. It's not, in a sense, rid of due to the fact that they are in prison for a lengthy amount of time. Realistically, they just should have the death sentence. Realistically, because forever that young boy is going to have to live with that pain. And for that amount of time, they should not even be here on this planet. They already did enough damage. There's no reason for them to be here any longer. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.